Pom pom party time.
We're back, everybody. Alright.
Okay.
Dungino.
Dungiorno Giovanna. That is Hall A. We don't need to go to Hall A. I got turned around.
No, you did.
God damn it.
It's okay.
So I played a little bit of Pom Pom Party, but it wasn't enough.
You probably only had enough time to get what, maybe 3 or 4 materials?
Oh no, I was playing it earlier today too. Alright. Stupid hair. Okay. I'm just gonna freaking skip all most of the enemies. Except for the ones that are guarding the chest.
That's a strong one.
Like these big old
Kick
boys.
its ass.
Eternal.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm going. Arcus, activate. I'll treat you.
Yeah. I'm going.
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
I'll treat you.
Oh.
Muse just puts in so much work.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Flash Armor O's. Armor O's, delicious. Come get your armor. He don't do that no more.
Ready.
No, he don't.
He don't
He's
get-
sad.
He don't give you your armor back.
Did he still have the turret or no?
Yeah, he still has the turret.
That enemy is strong. Please be
It's-
careful.
They made it quite a bit better than it used to be. They made it so you know how you used to have to set it up and then hammer it to level it up?
Yeah.
And how his alt was just making the turret level 3?
Yeah.
Now his turret levels. Now when you throw his turret out, it automatically levels itself up. And his alt now is leaving a bunch of molten jizz all over the floor, so anybody who's standing in it takes a bunch of damage over time. And it's actually really strong and really potent jizz. It's not like weak and watery. It's that thick, hot,
It looks
viscous
strong.
fluids.
Watch out.
I'm sure it is.
And he says, laying out the welcome mat. Sometimes he says molten core. But we don't care when he says molten core.
No.
Oh, a treasure chest.
I feel like I'm gonna get my ass just royally whooped by Rufus. Rufus the Royal Whooper. That's where I came in from, the depths. No, that's where I came in from. Oh. Hull C is a little bit bigger than Hulls A and B.
This one looks frightening. Please be careful.
Well, I guess it makes sense. We're gonna get ambushed by some Ouroboros in this next upcoming room. So it makes sense, actually. What the hell is that? That looks... Oh my god. The crest of Ouroboros and a picture of the fool and Mishi? That's evil Mishi, but why would someone paint that here? And the picture is projected with magic, no less. It doesn't look like it's any craft of Erebonia, in which case... Somehow this reminds me of something we saw at the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. Zeno and Leo drew something like that there just for fun. Ah, yes, I remember. It seems like forever ago. Huh, so they liked clowning around? Yeah, but this is a little different. How to put it? You can tell that whoever drew this has malicious intentions. Instructor, could I be on the team for the next battle? Yuna, are you sure? It's not an unreasonable request. She's familiar with the opponents we'll be facing. The fool really got on my nerves ever since what happened at Orcus Tower. But it's Mariabelle that I have to settle the score with. Not just for personal reasons either. I'm representing the SSS too. Their feelings towards Crossbell and determination to turn things around for the land she betrayed. I thought you might feel that way. Ellie and the other SSS members would be happy to hear that you're so determined to take on their enemy. Okay, Yuna, you're in, but Mariabelle is still in anguish. She'll be accompanied by an enforcer whose true motives are still unclear. I guess that this hits close to home for you, but you have to be extra careful. Don't put yourself at risk. Right. Green and Yuna are required as attacking team members. Okay, that's easy peasy. Alright, we're good to go. We're just gonna go in there and whoop some ass. Mariabelle and the Fool.
So you've survived the 4th rivalry after all. Color me impressed.
I won't color you anything.
I guess the little prince just couldn't measure up. Given that he had the fortress's power, he should have had at least a 60% chance of winning. Oh well.
What's with all these people just throwing out some bullshit statistics? Lecter. Oh, if it was anybody else, they might have only had a 1 in 1,000, no, 1 in 10,000 chance of making it here.
And knowing Shirley, she would have gone all out when it came to battle. Well, moving on. How do you care for our artistic embellishments? We figured this place could use some touching up.
Is this all just a game to you?
Kinda.
You two really are the worst. I see McBurn's not with you.
Nah, he's further in.
Even so, I can sense him. He's waiting for us somewhere in this fortress.
My, how perceptive! Those senses of yours are impressively sharp. Perhaps it's something you picked up from being the sacrifice.
It seems like McBurn has his own things he wants to take care of. But I've gotta say, he's been real fired up since your run-in at Orcus Tower. We promise not to play too rough. If you're curious, why don't you go check up on him yourselves after we're done here? Well, assuming you managed to make it past the Jade Rook too, of course.
Oh, so Rufus isn't going to be at the end of this haul. It's going to be McBurn.
Your words mean nothing.
The McBurnstein advantage.
You don't even have any intention of taking this battle seriously.
It sounds like they're only going to do the bare minimum to fuel the rivalry.
That's right. The more I understand how the rivalries work, the more intrigued I am. They're very well designed. They're actually the perfect reference for my Ars Magna research. So please, don't hold back. I'll need every little bit of data I can get from you.
You really are the worst. You may be an Anguis, just like the Steel Maiden was, but you're nothing like her.
Oh my. I'm terribly sorry if I offended you. I considered dropping in to bid her farewell, but since we weren't especially close, I decided it wasn't my place. To be honest, though, I'm a little surprised McBurn didn't stop by.
Who knows? Maybe he already said his goodbyes. I'm sure our other members outside of Erebonia would have liked to pay their respects too. Oh well. That's just how things go sometimes.
That's just the way they crumble cookies.
I've got a question for you two. It might be a little late to be asking, but what happened to taking back your Phantasmal Blaze plan?
Ooh.
And why would you possibly be interested in that, little SSS fangirl?
It's because the SSS got wrapped up in it that I want to know. And now that we're on the topic, there are a bunch of things I just don't get about you. You go around pressing people's buttons and making evil grins, but I don't get the feeling you're as much of a jerk as you let on. And on top of that, people say you've looked exactly the same for the past decade. What even are you?
Good questions.
Could he be a homunculus like me and Milliam?
Ooh.
Nah, his facial expressions, the malice behind his grin, it all seems way too human. I don't get the feeling he's an immortal either.
These are all good questions.
And you, Mariabelle. Let's forget the fact that you're a scummy traitor for a moment. Why the heck did someone as self-absorbed as you swear allegiance to the Grandmaster?
Man, Yuna's just hitting him with the tough questions.
I wondered that about Vita, too.
Yep.
And even the Steel Maiden. She was a proud knight. Why would she serve such a group?
Aren't the Enforcers free to do whatever too? If they want to leave the group, Ouroboros doesn't try to stop them at all. What kind of evil organization works like that?
Who says they're evil?
The Guild's been wondering that for a while now, too. The Steel Maiden went off and did her own thing, and Sharon's quit completely.
Not just them either. Joshua, Ren, Blue Blanc, the late Blade Lord, and one other I've heard about. If you add Vita too, then that's a lot of your group that's gone AWOL.
Yet here you are, acting like it's no big deal. This shit don't add up. Your whole group just doesn't act like a team at all. It's like... how do I put it?
Ouroboros is an organization comprised of people who work to further the Grandmaster's goals. But at the same time, your members are also part of some bigger experiment.
That's it! Wait, damn it, Egret! Why you gotta steal my thunder like that?
Cause you couldn't put it into words, Ash. Oh shit!
It actually makes...
Oh.
I accidentally hit L1 and that skipped a whole bunch of dialogue.
So much.
Wow, those are some serious leaps of logic right there. But maybe this was bound to happen at some point.
That's right. Liberl and Crossbell's fate being swallowed by the Empire, the SSS's findings, the Gospel Plan. Anyone who cared to put together all these pieces should have been able to realize what was truly going on. But it certainly is surprising that it was you of all people who figured it out. Was it Mr. Ashen Chevalier's lessons that helped you hone that intuition?
No. To be honest, I'm just as surprised.
It actually makes perfect sense. She has the perspective of both Crossbell and the Empire, and the will to never give up.
It's thanks to both Instructor Reen's ability to bring out the best in people, and Yuna's own determination that she's come so far.
If Reen is the core of Class 7, then maybe Yuna is the bridge that links Class 7 to the world.
Oh my god, Gaius, fucking tone it down just a little.
Whoa there. I think you're giving me way too much credit. I'm just trying to get as much info out of them as I can.
As a detective girl.
Knowing them, they're just gonna get in our way, say something vague, and then vanish.
Yep.
You're standing against us right now because you feel like it. But I'm fighting back for the sake of those who believe in the future. I have no idea what Ouroboros is planning after the Great Twilight's over. But whatever it is, we'll put a stop to it. Just like we're going to stop you now!
You tell him,
Wow,
Yuna.
not bad. Yuna.
You tell him, girl.
Sarah.
Well said. I'm proud of you, Yuna.
You go, girl.
My, that was absolutely splendid! Yuna Crawford. I must admit, I didn't expect such a fine diamond in the rough from the city I left behind.
Of course, it was Thor's Class 7 that cut and polished her. And thanks for that excellent little speech of yours. I think I'll actually go all out for once.
Like, I don't care what Mariabelle has to say, but I do want to know what the fuck is up with Campanella. Like, we've seen Campy in every game.
Of course they've got backup.
Brace yourselves, everyone! We're gonna have to give this everything we've got!
Let's begin, shall we? We were only planning to have a little fun with you. But seeing as you won't stop going on about togetherness and bonds, maybe it'd be fun to see what happens if I thin your ranks a little.
How about this? If you show me a good time, I'll throw in a little bonus. I'll share a juicy tidbit about the Society, if you win. Only information the Grandmaster has permitted me to share, of course. I want to hear you fight, and struggle, and cry out in pain!
Oh, we're gonna be
Are
fighting.
all of you Ouroboros people actually insane?
You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Class 7, prepare for battle. Don't be fooled by their tricks.
Their tricks.
Fight them
I've
with
been fooled.
everything you have, with the power of all our friends and allies. Right.
Literally the power of friends.
Welcome, one and all. Enjoy this carnival of pleasure and pain.
The harder you try, the more fun it'll be.
Eternally.
I'm just gonna whoop some ass.
How about this? Frozen prison!
None of my will!
Come forth, my book.
Ha! There it is! Here's our chance!
An opening!
It's my turn! You got this!
I'll handle the rest.
Arcus, activate!
Yeah.
I'm going.
There!
Go, go, go!
Oh, that did a lot of damage.
Messed up.
It's my turn.
What'd I tell you? Fun, huh?
Yes.
A lot of damage.
Thanks.
There it is! Here's our chance!
Ooh.
Oh,
You're
I
sending
shouldn't
shivers
have
down my spine.
popped that yet.
Now I'll show you
It's my turn.
what I can really do.
I'm in trouble.
Arcus, activate.
Time to switch. Shuffle, shuffle.
Witness the power
my
of
turn.
the Wellspring Alchemist.
I'll treat you immediately.
Thanks for the help.
Yes.
Thanks.
I'll show you the one. Come forth, my darlings. It's time to play.
I just got horror gamed.
Here I come. Curious Santa. Sleep tight now.
My tightness has been slept.
I messed up.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Ha!
Oh
Time
shit.
to switch.
How does that
Shuffle,
work?
Shuffle. Yeah.
There it is! Here's our chance!
An opening!
God, Campanella is
Treat you
so annoying.
immediately. Thanks for the help.
Here.
Sorry, everyone.
Like, he can make it so my attacks actually hit my party instead of him.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Here we go.
By flowing, be crushed.
I'm hesitating.
I messed up. I need to do something.
Oh, I have quite a few spirit incenses. We Gucci, yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the help.
Time to switch. Shuffle, shuffle.
Come forth,
I'm
my
going.
beloved creations.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
There it is! Here's our chance!
An opening!
Ha!
I hesitated.
Reen
It's my
is
turn.
just constantly killing Yuze.
It's my turn. It's my
Thanks
turn.
for the help.
Here.
I
Sorry,
hesitated.
everyone.
Shit.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Resonate.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I got this. Yeah.
I got this. Thanks for the help.
I won't let you!
Let's go!
I hesitated.
Yeah!
Damn it, Campanella is so fucking annoying. Like, he's literally just dodging my attack and throwing Muse in place of it.
Yes!
I'm not quite sure how to actually fucking deal with that. Like, he's always been able to fucking do that in every game.
Arcus, activate! There it is, now!
An opening!
Witness. There! I'll show you the one.
Maybe it's just a counter AoE attack?
There it is! It's my turn.
Bad.
I don't know.
I'm going.
Thanks for the help.
I got this.
Let's go!
Okay, we got
I
it.
can't
Very
afford to
impressive
lose.
indeed.
That was annoying. I hate fighting Campanella. He's annoying.
All right.
Yeah!
He gonna get you?
That's
Yeah, he was getting me.
Yay,
Mhm.
I did it!
Well, less that and more he makes me get myself.
Ah,
Like, anytime I threw out Reen's big attack, instead of hitting him, he fucking switched his spot with Muse and it hit her instead. So, he caused Reen to kill Muse instead of hurting him. Like, and he does that in every game you fight him in, and he's so annoying.
We did it!
How'd you like that?
Dear me, how unexpected.
Oh, I even used the skills I copied from the Ironbloods, but it didn't make a difference.
I won't let you. I'm coming too.
My. You're not as easy to shake off as those simpletons from the SSS, are you?
Come on now. Do you seriously think you can capture us?
I mean, I'm gonna try.
No, I doubt we'd be able to. And honestly, I wish I could just tell you to get out of our sight.
Further, attacking wounded opponents would bring no honor.
Laura, this is not a time to be honor bound. Kill them.
But you said you'd give us more info. So it's time to pay up. What the hell happened with the Phantasmal Blaze plan? Let's start with that.
Oh, fine. The truth is, the plan is still in effect. In fact, it's nearly at its end. Once the rivalry of the Seven has been completed, our objective will be met.
How come Vita wasn't even aware that your goal had changed?
Well, that's because she just wanted to lift the curse through those pseudo-rivalries she was setting up. We, on the other hand, are here to witness the reformation of the Great One. Though to be honest, we don't actually care whether or not all its pieces stick together properly.
What do you mean?
In other words, your goal isn't to claim the two Septarians, but rather, you intend to return the power divided among the Divine Knights back to one.
And it doesn't matter to you if it's properly reformed or not?
That's right. We don't care if they disappear either, the same way the Septarian of Mirage did. Observing the path each of the 7 Septarians take when dropped into mankind's hands in this possible world.
What do you mean in this possible world? What other worlds are there, Campy?
That is our goal. The driving force behind the Grandmaster's plan.
Like, we already know McBurn came from, like, a different dimension.
Possible world?
What the hell does that even mean?
I'm afraid those who are still bound by the shackles of this world wouldn't be able to comprehend our mission. Not everyone can be on the same level as Professor Epstein, after all. For now, don't worry your pretty little heads about it. Just focus on the rivalries ahead. Rufus is waiting for you on the top floor, by the by. Oh, and he's got Alberic with him. You might want to be careful with that one.
The chief of the gnomes is there too?
Whoa. An ion!
So they've been hiding them here in the fortress.
In all honesty, you lot aren't half bad. You exceeded our expectations, at the very least. McBurn might finally be able to accomplish his long-held plans if he's up against you guys. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you went and paid him a visit.
Regardless of how this tale ends, Ouroboros will carry on with the Grandmaster's plan. We will soon move on to the third stage of the Orpheus final plan. Who knows? I may just be lucky enough to encounter some of you again, someplace or other. Oh, and by the way, Yuna dear, would you mind passing a message from me to Ellie and your other friends at the SSS? Please tell them. We'll meet again someday. Oh, and that I'll be rooting for Crossbell's independence.
I don't know what to make of all this. I won't lie, that was a lot of shocking information to take in. And Professor Epstein seems to be involved somehow. To think I assumed he was simply another historical figure, famous for first harnessing orbital energy half a century ago. And what could they have meant by this possible world? Yeah, all that was really overwhelming. But the one thing I can get behind is focusing on what we're doing at the moment. Can't believe they even made sure to bring up McBurn. Which means he's somewhere in this fortress, just as we suspected. Well, we've got to survive whatever comes at us and live to tell the tale to the others. Looks like Yuna has a message she has to pass on. I kind of wish that she'd just tell them herself, but oh well. I can't wait to speak to Lloyd and Estelle again. That's one more reason we've got to make sure we return safely. But first we'll have to defeat the Jade Rook and Black Alberic. It seems this elevator goes up to the top floor. We could go straight there or take a short break at the garden. I feel like we should probably strike while the iron's hot. Honestly, I'm surprised they gave up all this information voluntarily. Do you suppose it might be a red herring? No, I'd say it's a farewell gift of sorts. Yuna made quite an impression on them. I got kind of hot-headed there and spoke without thinking. Really, you're making way too big a deal of it. I can't stand all this attention on me, okay? Aww. That's classic Yuna. Alright, are we staying or are we going? The top floor of the Imperial Fortress will be our next stage. The fifth rivalry awaits. So, I have some news for you, dear.
Yeah?
We don't stop Ouroboros in this game. So, in all of the games, in all 3 Sky games, in both Crossbell games, and all 4 of these games, like in the Sky games, we've had terrorists and Jaegers, and it's all been like being backed and headed by Ouroboros. And in the Crossbell games, we've had the cult doing human experimentation, and criminal organizations, and Ouroboros. And in this game, we have nobles versus commoners, then the Civil War, and then Osborn and Rufus and the Ironbloods bringing about the curse, and Ouroboros. Like, in the entirety of this franchise, Ouroboros is the big, overarching main antagonist. Like, Osborn's like a sub-antagonist, and the cult in the Crossbell games is a sub-antagonist, and the people trying to bring about the Aureole and the coup in the Sky games are sub-antagonists. Ouroboros is the absolute main antagonist, and I think even with the Japanese game, the newest Japanese game, Kuro no Kiseki Crimson Sin 2, or Kuro no Kiseki 2 Crimson Sin, we still don't fully take down Ouroboros. So, after this game, comes a brand new game, Trails to Reverie, which is the next part of this story that takes place, like, around in a different continent, but it stars Reen and a bunch of other familiar faces and a bunch of other new characters, too, that have a huge impact on the story. And then you have the Kuro no Kiseki games. 1 and 2 just got released like a month ago or so, or is getting released sometime this year.
No.
Those 2 games take place in Calvard, which we have not seen at all. Because Calvard is on the continent, but it's part of a different country. So, Ouroboros is the overarching super main villain. So even if we stop Osborn here, we're still going to have to deal with them in future games. Until we're finished there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Like, we don't get shit. We don't know. We're not going to figure out who the Grand Master is. We don't know what the fuck's up with Campanella. We're probably just going to get lucky and learn a little bit about McBurn and the possible worlds he's talking about. Alright, anyway. Let's talk to these people and then we'll call it. Elisa, you okay? Yeah, my mother, grandfather, and Sharon are all counting on me. I won't disappoint them. And as for him, I'm determined to find out the truth. I'll support you and Eustace with everything I've got. Thanks, Elisa. You've really become such a pillar of strength. I'm glad to have you on our side. Glad to be of help. So yeah, Ouroboros is the actual main villain of this entire franchise. Like, I guess you can think of all these villains we've been going up against in all these games as Team Rocket's grunts and Ouroboros is Giovanni. You know?
Yeah.
Seriously, you've gotten all kinds of strong. I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be going toe-to-toe with the Ouroboros' enforcers like that. Guys was exactly right when he called you Class 7's bridge. You really do link everyone together. And seeing you grow into your role as a leader, honestly, helping you along might have been one of the greatest accomplishments as an instructor. Quit it, you guys. You're gonna make me want to crawl into a hole and hide my face hide if my face gets any redder. Besides, we need to focus. 4 rivalries crossed off the to-do list already, and the next one's just around the corner. We can't let ourselves mess up things right before the finish line. Agreed. Yeah, because what she said was obvious. Let's show them what Class 7 is made of. Alright. Until next time, everybody. Jade Rook.